What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
I've gone a whole month without doing this game. There is a lot of things about this game that I don't like. It's hard to play through. It's a slog. Every time someone speaks, I want them to either be quiet, and when they say things that aren't offensive, then I don't feel like that's too bad. And that's what I do feel like. I feel betrayed by this piece of software. I am trying to give the devs over here at EA, at BioWare, benefit of the doubt. They had 16 different projects. They all merged them together as some sort of Frankenstein's monster. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go into it. We're not even gonna talk about this. We're not even talk about the scars. We're not even gonna talk about how bad trash is. We're not gonna call them trash. Nothing like that. We're gonna go into it. We're gonna go into it straight, and we're going to see how fun of a game this is on its own merits. Let's see what this game has to offer. And every time I've done that, I've just felt like the game has not met me halfway. It feels like it doesn't want to give me any sort of chance. But hey, I'm here. I'm back. We're gonna... Ooh. I did not miss pressing the wrong button to get into the menus. Alright, we're gonna do some quests. We're going to do... Ooh, right. We're gonna do some faction quests. Oh, they added level recommendations. That was one thing I saw in the latest patch notes. The latest patch notes, which said, "Yeah, we're super awesome. We're super great that it's stable and secure, and we're gonna go buy now." It was very much implied like that they're done going to be looking at this game, and I think that's probably fair. I think they knew it was one and done, and it was over with. Okay, I think there's some people to talk to first. Return to the caves. Return. We are going to do the faction quest, Pinnacle of Its Kind, and then we'll just see what else is active. We're going to have a quick couple of conversations so that we have it all on recording. Let's do it. We're going to be talking to Grey Warden guy.
It looks like our boy Hassan is feeling his oats. Or whatever griffins feel.
He's getting the hang of it. When he listens.
He seems to be able to handle himself so far.
You got lucky the Gloomhowler didn't tear you to pieces, boy. You wait for my command. We attack together. Then we can kill stuff like that.
At least he's learning.
The instincts kick in. Griffins see darkspawn and it's a fight to the death. Like wolves hunting deer. Just need to corral it.
Darkspawn are unnatural, so it's not really a natural reaction. He looks so tame, glad I'm not a deer. He's a perfect Grey Warden. He's very untame as a Grey Warden. I'm pretty sure if I say that, then it's just gonna go like that. Until he loses. No, don't hurt the poor guy. It's just a trained war animal. That is not a good look. I apologize. Pre-stream, I came into this with a pretty negative attitude. It's just this game's just really hard to play. I could use some cheering up. I'm glad I'm not a deer.
Never be a deer. Good to know.
He'd probably leave them alone.
Probably.
You and I see a deer. Maybe he sees venison souffle. Every muscle in him, every talon, every feather, honed into a killing machine. Hassan's ancestors took on archdemons.
Like his name says, he's an arrow.
Half lion, half eagle, with the instincts of both, griffins will always be hunters.
Just like his daddy, Davrin.
I suppose we are our nature.
Not sure about that.
Most of my life, I've hunted the darker things in the world. But caring for a griffin? What do I know about that? Yet here I am.
That's not so bad, is it?
Not the path I expected. Makes me wonder about Hassan, his brothers and sisters, still young, pure.
You're worried.
I'm responsible for the future of every griffin alive. I want it to be a good one. These animals live to fight, but I wonder if there's another path for them.
This conversation was nothing. It was just random small talk, random words that were kind of going back and forth, different sentence fragments. But now it's turned into, once he started talking about the griffin, once he started talking about his role with the griffins, like, yeah, I wasn't expecting to be raising him, and now here I am, which is something that he said before. It's finally getting to it, and now this is going to, maybe there's more that we can do with him. It reminds me of a quest in World of Warcraft recently, where they also had different Warcraft. They actually had animals that were given to them as war mounts that were specifically created for them, and also to be enslaved by them. But they only mention the enslavement part after they say, shouldn't the animals have a right to choose? Which is weird. It really went out of its way to say, hey, we shouldn't do this, even though those riders were needed in order to stop a greater threat. I also agree that you shouldn't put animals in slavery. Let's make that clear. This has gone off a weird tangent and topic. Oh boy. I don't feel like you should punish animals. I think you need to train animals. I think that's fine. I think that's great. It's built off of mutual trust and respect. I think everyone gets that. They understand it. They know it. I can't really describe... Oh, gosh. This is about Dragon Age. But it's not really about the order in Warcraft was presented as we all have our Stormhawks, or Storm... No, they weren't Stormhawks. They were Storm Birds or of some sort. They might have been Stormhawks. They had an order of them. They all worked together. They all did it together. There was it was a big order, and that was essentially their entire military, and then their entire military died. And then the person that was trying to promote this was someone's like, oh, this is one of the last Stormbirds alive, and she like runs away. She's like, don't go look at the birds. You're gonna force them to fight. But these people were also facing apocalyptic annihilation, according to what the story was telling us. They had lost their whole army. They needed a brand new army, and these were like their elite warriors, where if you only had about a dozen or 2 dozen of them, you could probably hold order and hold back the enemy villains, because the forces of good are just super overpowered. And she was just like, no, you might ride them. You might use them and fight in battle. Like, well, yeah, we kind of need them. But you can do that in a way where you reach that middle ground together, while you say we want to gain the trust of these folks. And then the way that these birds that have been enslaved for a long time, it turns out they were happy to fight alongside those dwarves that whole time, and they just wanted to come back. And it was by the time you get to the bird, and she's like, okay, fine, I'll tell you where they are. You go there, and there's a whole bunch of people that were called there by a mysterious force. And it's implied to be that the birds called them there so that they could still have riders, which doesn't make any sense, because they were being enslaved, like they were being bound to them, like with a magic, so that they couldn't disobey or anything like that. But they were. What message does that send? The message becomes confused. All of this is to say, that's why I laughed. This is probably better. Davrin is an upstart. He's an upstanding guy. He was a protector to the griffins. He was a protector to the griffin trainers. And he's puzzling on it, and I'm giving him a hard time because... Why am I giving him a hard time? Because I'm negative, because I'm being critical, because every time they speak, I want to analyze everything that they say, and I want to make sure that it makes absolute sense. So Davrin just explained that he's basically a brutal... He's described this griffin, who he has previously described as playful and cheerful and like, oh, he's untamed. Now he's saying, now he's a full-bred war machine. I think that dissonance doesn't fit. They want to have this conversation. They didn't know how to start it, so Rook just kind of wanders in going, ooh, look at that. Oh, I hope I'm not a deer. Oh, he's going to get hurt. Nah, it's probably fine. It was supposed to be like a casual conversation but nothing Rook says is natural, and I think that causes the conversation. Can you stop smiling at him? Like it's just like, ooh, this is like the most cheerful conversation ever. Davrin's opening his heart to you, Rook. Come on. There is for everyone. You can also be a bird that only eats a half bird, half lion that doesn't have to go to war. You can just graze on fields and kill their prey and eat that instead. Sure, there you go.
I'd like to think everyone can find a new path. Even griffins.
Just wish I knew what it was.
Doesn't every good parent?
Parents. A scary word. I'm supposed to be his bodyguard.
What do you think you've been doing this whole time?
Trying to ignore it. If I get myself killed by a Hurlock, that's on me. If it's Hassan, I just don't want to mess it up.
I think that's where trust comes in. That Turlum idea you keep talking about. Trust Hassan to find his way. Don't force things.
He's headstrong.
Good thing you are too.
Right. Thanks for the chat.
Oh, it's a parenting relationship. It's a little bit different. Maybe this will resonate more if I had a pet. I'm not a pet person. Why don't ogres look like that anymore? All right, super downer. Okay, I'm back in. Let's get back to positive. Everything's great. Everything's awesome. Neve is gonna cheer us up. Neve, what do you got for us? Oh yeah, you're hardened. Hopefully you don't hate me.
Nev, settling back in?
More or less. Lots to catch up on, but when isn't there? I'm ready to get back to work. If we could skip the personal catch-up. Not the day for it.
Take all the time you need.
Was that it? But game, you told me that there was a conversation to be had here. Are you punishing me because I didn't choose the right city? There's a whisper in this wall. I've got my eye on it. Still watching this. Has it moved an inch? Yeah, she probably would have had a conversation if she wasn't hardened. All right, well, let's go ahead and let's get moving. Let's go to Minrathous. Let's see how bad all of this blighted place is. We're actually going to take... I think we should probably take Neve with us. We'll go with Lucanus because he applies Sundered. Then this will be the first time I don't take Scout Harding with me.
What? This can't.
Oh, no.
Because of inventory route Minrathous, waypoints must be rediscovered. Ooh, that's kind of neat. But, Neve, you shouldn't have been so surprised by everything. You were here. Ooh, there's a lot of blood. This is pretty cool. You're bringing me back. Oh
Where
my
is
goodness.
everyone? What did the Venatori do to the Shadow Dragons?
Neve told you. They were killed because they were the only ones trying to defend the city or something. Whoa! 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 Thanks for missing that. Oh, it has been a hot minute. Okay. I feel like I'm trying to play Space Marine, pressing all the wrong buttons.
The shadow certainly didn't invite them in.
Look around. We might find answers.
All right, we'll go ahead and we'll take this quest first. We'll see if we can find. We'll see if we can find the leader, the Viper, and also whatever else his name is. Oh look, they may have left a note in all the pile of notes. Word from Viper. Venatori moving to eliminate us. No one is safe. I'll be waiting in that loading area near the docks. Meet me there. All right. I trust Hector.
He used to guard the pawn shop's entrance.
He was waiting for someone near the market. He might still be there.
There's got to be a mod to turn that off. I get it, game. I get it.
The killings. This is...
There is no limit to Venatori cruelty.
You don't forget something like this. It sticks with you.
I think I'll stick with what is a... I mean, it is a pretty gruesome scene.
It's bad out here. So many dead or injured after the dragon. Now Venatori grab anyone they please.
You know what? Here. You definitely need that now. Hey there. There's another quest available. I feel like I should recognize you.
The Grey Warden. Are you all right?
I don't.
You're Rook. I'm Vesta.
What happened?
I'm here to help the Shadow Dragons, fighting Darkspawn in the catacombs.
I love that half smirk
They
that
weren't
she
there when
has.
we started, but then the others said to run. Get help. We can't leave the Darkspawn. If they escape,
And she
into the
definitely
city-
recorded this dialogue like she
Just sit
thought
tight.
she was standing. I don't think that she knew that her character was injured. Or maybe it's the same dialogue from earlier. Maybe it's the same dialogue that was intended to be if the city was intact. And it just turns out that that's not the case. Oh. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. You're smart like that. You're a smart audience. You get it. We'll just go ahead and grab that. The shadow of our dragon. Ooh, clever. Neve's notes on the pawn shop. Oh, well, yeah, we're not gonna read all that. We're gonna get the flying kite, though. Ooh. Nice. Charge, shield toss. It'd give us more stagger. Yeah, you know what? I'll take it. Not that we'll ever see it with the outfit and the weapons that I use. Okay. Alright. Door's locked. Neat. They want to railroad you back into re-exploring the city. And again, I think this is a smart move. This is a good decision. Really. Oh gosh. Now the big question is that the scene of destruction, or is that elsewhere in the city as well? I think that drunk. Yeah, he's drunk. He's always there. Oh yeah, that was only for a quest, I think. Now, it would really shock me if there was more damage and destruction over here, which there isn't. There you go. Come on. It's all good. All good.
I just need to get the shopping done. I don't like leaving the kids too long.
I heard Navgalis has been poking around, looking into it. At least someone is. But I don't know.
I mean, she's right here.
We'll see.
I think that's a good bet.
You're joking. Halos makes the best fish in the city.
The dialogue over at the market was fine, but this isn't all that good. I think it might have just been that one area that was changed and edited. Can't go that way. There's got to be a clue here before we move on. Not that I'm seeing one. Is it the shadow? Is it the shadow dragon marking? Come on down. No.
Have you tried zest fish on the other side of the city?
Ah. There's a missive. Shadow dragons are enemies of Tevinter. Come to the dockside jail to see the fate of traitors and those who harbor them. Ooh.
The docks. It sounds like the Venatori tracked down Hector and took him there. Let's hurry. I don't like the tone of that note.
Do notes have? Does the written? Yeah, the written word does have a tone.
We've set up a place to meet. If this is another pile of nonsense.
Rumors sell too. It might be safer than printing real.
It does feel like this quest was written and designed as if you had no idea what had happened.
So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
The streets are a little bit more empty.
Jobs I did in Minrathous, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good. I'd hate for assassins to find me predictable.
Sorry, I just completely tuned both of you out. Something about, like, I didn't expect a Tevinter mage to be doing that thing. A couple overturned stalls. A little more blood with a barrel.
Just accept that they're better because of an accident at birth?
That's just how the world works.
Someone who's learning what living in the Tevinter Imperium is, even though they live in the Tevinter Imperium. I can just take the elevator, right?
From one of the old families. Sometimes all you need to do is just act like you're a high blood. People tend not to question it.
But I shouldn't
There
have
we
to
go.
act like something I've not just to get ahead.
Oh, sweet summer child. If that was the way that this world was supposed to work. Oh, there is more hangings. Ooh.
Target ahead.
Venatori, stop them!
Oh shoot, what was the ability that you do? That one? That's the one. That's a stagger. And that's a dead.
Is that Hector? Damn it. We were too late.
Venatori and their cruel theatrics. They will pay for this.
Look who's come this way.
Hey, Rook, I've news about Lorelei the Fence.
Lorelei? She ran the pawn shop, sold things.
Yes, the Venatori found her. They took her to the docks. You have to hurry. You know what they do to shadow dragons.
We're on it.
He seemed very, very implored that we get to the docks quickly, even though we're at the docks. I do feel that we're at the docks. Hang on. That is not the docks. Huh. I don't know if there's an easier way to get over there. Hey there, chum. There we go. Okay, dodging is not A, by the way, in case you didn't remember. Ooh. Alright, we're just gonna take care of this. Oh, two can play at that game, huh, bud? Well, that was a great hitbox on that drop kick. Bye, though.
Not bad.
That's a cool design for an enemy. I will give the game that. Ooh, I wonder if that's open. Can't swim, so can't get in the water. But if this is open, that can give us a different way into the area, right? It's not open. They're really gonna make us backtrack. I should feel more surprised. No, I should feel less surprised. I feel very surprised that they're doing that. They've been pretty good about their quests, even though they were using some areas. They've been pretty good about having their quests naturally lead to the next area. And not walking back and forth about it. There is another quest. I think there's a demon up here. So we're going to go ahead and kill him at the very least. And we'll also be looking for another.
You're not sure you can trust me, but it was your idea to hire me.
I made the suggestion.
So.
Rook made the call. Why? Are you worried I have ulterior motives? That I planted the idea in Rook's head for my own ends?
That wasn't where this was going.
Really? Because I'd have questions.
Okay, dodging is a different number. Different button.
Understood. Please, go on. That wasn't where this was going.
Really?
Please go on. I'm going to
Because
continue the conversation.
I have questions. A Tevinter mage breaks a demon-possessed assassin out of prison. What's her angle?
Mierda. And people say I'm overly suspicious.
hello. What are you?
And another Fen'Harel altar.
Well, that's kind of neat. Earthremeal shard? Earthremeal shield. It is now winter. I said we weren't going to read these. I guess we are. Lucican's disciples continue their feud with the priest of Earthremeal over the plans. Now, instead of a shield for the city created to the gods of beauty specification, the priests of night demand that a skybound fortress be transformed to deliver overwhelming force. Why defend against those across the sea when we may destroy them instead? And beauty's devotees, gentle souls oft chosen for their wit and creativity, quailed before Lucican's might and gave ground. Thus, we builders find ourselves scouring the depths of the ancient catacombs in search of lost elven magic to satisfy the demands of night. Gods have mercy, will this enterprise ever end? Okay, they're implying that the Tevinter got their head start by searching magical artifacts. Okay, I'm with it. I can get around with it. Don't tell me that... Oh. It's just right this direction. That should be E. I see. Nothing's ever simple with you, is it? Well, I'll just grab that. Oh, hit it! Come with me, friendo. And give me a bridge. Oddly specific. And overly complex. What's really odd about that is that's the one where you can move. That implies that you can get over there, but there's no way. There's just two generic doors over there. Is it? We could just have them move the thing from right there to right here. That's not complicated enough. You want to feel like you've achieved something. Okay, let's put a thing over there and then put a thing over there too. Let's make it look way more complex and actually have it be an easy solution. That fits this game a little bit more. Someone trying to hide that they didn't have time for something a bit more complex. Again, the developers of this game, high respect. You guys worked hard. It's not your fault that this is the game that happened.
Farewell for now.